So I just had a talk with a tree, specifically this tree, about patience. And in this video, I want to dive into it just a little bit more, because patience is an incredibly precious virtue. And I know that a lot of us feel like we don't necessarily have a lot of patience, but I guarantee you probably have more than you think. So why do we struggle with patience? Well, first of all, we live in a world that wasn't made for it. Everything is so fast-paced. Everything is based off of what you can achieve. And I think one of the hardest things is having that constant forward motion. Spirit doesn't really work like that. Neither does healing. Neither does nature. There's always this inner pressure to hurry up, to heal, to figure it all out. And that pressure disconnects us from the moments that we're already in. So I want to tell you what patience really is, apart from just waiting. Because patience isn't passive. It's more like a spiritual practice of trust. It's not about doing nothing. It's not about forcing. And sometimes what looks like a pause can actually be a sacred phase in integration. Allowing things to just fall into place. Doing what the universe does. And I want to talk about it because trees do it perfectly. They adapt to the weather, to the space, to the soil. And that can take a little bit of time. They don't bloom in winter, and they sure as hell don't apologize for it. They're not living by anybody else's stopwatch or expectations. And just remember that your life has seasons too, and that you're not failing if you're in a quiet one. And I understand that rest can feel like regression. It can feel like we're going backwards. But we need to remember that sometimes the biggest shifts come in those moments of silence. The most healing is done when we're sat reflecting. The most progress seems to be made when we give it time to figure it out. And I guess that the tree said it best, that growth isn't always loud. So I want to give you a gentle invitation right now. Just some questions to help prick your conscience. Where are you trying to rush the process right now? If you have to close your eyes and ask that question again, please do. But pay attention to what comes through. It will show you an area that you might need to slow down in. But I got another question for you. What might shift if you trusted the pace that you're going at right now? What might change? What could adapt, develop? And that's a really hard question. Sit with it for a while. I really appreciate you sitting down and delving a little bit deeper into what the tree was trying to tell us today. Thank you for having patience. And just know that you are doing enough. I'll see you in the next one.